Better. That was a big turn, huh? All right, so we just looked at your golf swing, okay? I'm gonna show you, if you wanna hop over on that mat, I can show you what we're looking at. You just kind of bring your arms back, and this is about as much length as you get in your swing, okay? So we wanna be in a position where we can get you a bigger turn, okay? We want your body to be able to load. So one of the first things we're gonna work on is getting this right hip turning more up and back in the golf swing, right? I'll grab you and put you in that position so you can feel it. And then getting your chest to turn more. I like the relationship your hands and your body have in your backswing. So I don't want to change the arm structure. It's fine, okay? But the body's just not doing anything when it comes to it. Now, the second thing, when you get in your golf swing, okay? You start working down from about right here, and then you just start tilting back really hard, let your hands pass, and that's your move. So what we want to be able to get you into a position where you're staying more on top of the golf ball, okay? We need everything working through. Now, that won't clean up your lefts. We'll have to work on that later in the session. But you need to be in a position where you're covering a golf ball. Your hands, when we look at it in slow motion, are literally back here through impact, right? You never want, unless you're talking to about a 4 or 5 year old who has no speed at all, or a really old golfer, you never want the player in position where the club head is passing their hands. That's never going to get you an optimal strike. You're never going to be able to use the speed that you do create to get the golf ball to do what you want. So come on over here real quick. Now, I'm going to start by moving your body in the backswing. Okay, so set up to the golf ball. I'm going to grab you here just above your hips. Okay, start coming back. So you see how much more turn you're getting there? Yeah. See how everything's working away from the golf ball? There you go. Now you have a full length backswing. Can you see down where the golf ball would be?
Yes.
Okay, you might want to tilt a little bit. There you go.
Okay.
That's a good loaded backswing position. Feel different?
So this is like a reoccurring theme. I mean, this is not the first time somebody's told me this. But like, I get, in terms of what I need to feel down here, I'm putting the weight here?
So you're letting that trail leg extend, okay? Okay. So if you think about the difference between pressure and weight, okay? They're two very different things. If I'm gonna weight something, you know, I'm gonna sit here and I'm just gonna go like that, right? I can sit right here and I can push into the ground. So the feeling's gonna be that the pressure's in that foot when you start back, and you're pushing up out of that right foot.
Keeping my knee bent? Or?
So you don't want to let it extend all the way to where it's locked out, but you want it to extend.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yes.
So extend short of locking, and that will get you in a position where you get a big turn.
So I'm just going to do this slow.
Yes, please do.
Like that?
Yeah, that's a pretty big load and a pretty big backswing. Good. Better. That was a big turn, huh? Yeah. Did you really feel that your body crank out open on that one? Yeah. Good. That's the first feel I want you working on. We'll come back and get more. Okay. All right, so when you go up, right, your backswing, you have a lot of turn now. That's good. But you're still doing this. You're still going backwards, and we're not keeping the club ahead. So what I want you to feel, right, and I'm going to grab you and create the feel, is that the body is going to stay stacked. The torso is going to stay stacked over the pelvis, and the pelvis will stay over the feet, okay? And that we start turning down to the golf ball. Now, a lot of players do what you do in the backswing because the club's working like this. And if they tilt back, see how that the club head gets behind my hands, and now I have a chance to hit it, okay? You don't have that problem. Your club actually gets too far behind the hands, okay? So we were talking about how you occasionally hit left. The club head's too far behind. That means we have to flip it out, and we start flipping it. That's where the lefts can come in, right? So we're going to feel that we're on top of that golf ball in this position. And we're just going to turn and rotate, and be able to get the hands a little bit ahead at impact. You still might hit it. This might actually make you hit it a little farther left for now, but we can take care of that in a little while. So come in here and grab this club. Okay. Go up to the top of your backswing and freeze. Good. Now, the first feel I want you to have is start uncoiling your body, start turning, is that this right shoulder, see how you're still tilting back a little bit there. Do it, start over again.
So I'm tilting.
Yep, I'm gonna show you something with
Okay.
your shoulder, I'm gonna show you something with your hip. You're gonna feel with the shoulder that it's moving down and covering the golf ball. See the difference there? Now that forced your lead hip to move way back.
Okay.
Does that make sense? It didn't go this way anymore. It moved back towards me. The feel out of the lead side is going to be that you're pushing up and back out of the lead side while that right shoulder is working down to the golf ball.
So, like that?
Kind of. You can do it a little better. You can stay. Let me grab your head
Okay.
here. Go. There you go. There you go. You'll really feel that you're, I mean, you could, if you were jumping, that would be your feel. You don't have to jump, but that's the move. There you go. Good.
Okay. Easier
Set up
said than
again.
done.
Set up again. Just
Okay.
build this feel. Really good. Really good. Do it again. Really good.
Okay.
Now, you can swing one. Go ahead. You're not going to hit me. Good.
Okay.
That's the feel we want you to create.
Okay.
That the lead side's pushing back and the right shoulder is really working down to the golf ball. Let's do one more.
So this, so I have like a visual, so I don't know what the word is when, how people say sit on the bench or whatever. So this, am I aiming this towards the ball, this shoulder?
Yeah, you're trying to take that down to the golf ball. So I do a little drill with kids, right?
Okay.
I'll do it with you too.
Okay.
So set up. You're going to give me a high five.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes, I'm on the kid level. Yeah. That's
That's
all I needed. Okay.
that's a great visual for people, right? If
Okay.
you're going down to give a high five, you're not going to sit here and go, hey, and fall backwards to give them the high
That's what I
five.
was
That's a
doing, but
waste
I
of
wanna
movement.
go like that.
Correct.
Okay.
Reaching down to give someone a high five. That's your feel. That's great. So for you, you don't want to be in a position where you're getting your hands super far ahead,
Okay.
right? So that's a high-speed player's game, okay? The hands getting over the shoe, you see a lot of my college kids doing that, a lot of my pros get them way far ahead, okay? For a player like you still want some forward shaftling, okay?
Somewhat?
Some forward shaftling. So that would be when the shaft tilts ahead into impact, right? Okay, when the handle is in front of the club head.
Okay.
You were in a position, we have it on video, where you started, the handle was behind the club head at impact.
Okay.
That's just adding too much loft and you're not using the club the way it's built to be made,
Okay.
okay? But for someone like you, you're just looking to get it a little bit ahead, right? You don't have massive amount of club head speed. We'll see how much we can get in the speed session, but that's kind of dictated by how much speed a player gets, right?
Okay.
If I have no speed and I just take a big swing and I get my hands way up here through impact, that golf ball's not getting up off the air, right?
Okay.
Or not getting up in the air. The more speed you have, the more you want your hands ahead.
Okay.
But you never want your hands behind the club head at impact. Okay, so sit in here real quick. So go ahead and push your hip back.
Like,
No. There you go. So see how your hands are just slightly ahead at impact?
Yeah.
That's the feel we're trying to create for you through impact. Okay?
Okay.
So that means you don't have to get your shoulder as far ahead as as other players who are really high speed players.
Okay.
But that's the rotation we're talking about. That's the movement. That's what the backswing is setting you up for, is to
Okay.
get the hands into that position.
Okay, whereas before I was doing what? Oh, got it.
That's an exaggeration. You weren't that bad, but that's the
Okay.
direction it
So
was
I wanna
moving in.
go like that. Okay.
Yep. Cool. Hey guys, if you like this video, hit like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I come out with new content every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Thanks a lot, guys.